They played loser semis first, which is a little unusual, but top 4 of the summit. They showed the bracket.
Coming into this, anything is possible. You guys saw rock, paper, scissors yesterday. No one knows this man. No one knows what's inside his mind.
Where does it start? Boom. This is, funnily enough, grand finals of the rock, paper, scissors tournament.
He has that patience, man. Now,
I was eating halal guys during this and watching very interestedly from my I talk for a living. Very interested from my living room. You know, it was one of the, I don't really get delivery food. I don't know about you guys. I very rarely ever get delivery. But I was like, I'm not going anywhere. It's Sunday. I'm watching the summit. I had halal guys delivered to my living room. It was great. Walk and block the set. I'm surprised actually that DJT went with Marauder. We've seen him have to walk and block against Marauder a lot. But I think that having the threat of command throw and neutral against a character like Cassie when you block the mid-range shot might be very nice. But if there's one character and one player here who has really solid ground games and buttons to keep out DJT, it's Cassie. You have to move in. That was a great neutral jump. You have to move in as Baraka here, and we've seen Gross do a really good job to keep out tons of players. Yep, the enhance and then just walk back. Man, he stood up late on that fireball. And yeah, this is the thing. DJT is a player who walks you down, but if you fight against someone who's willing to grind the clock and whose ground game is this good and his character's buttons are amazing. It's part of the reason I love playing Cassie as well, is her ground buttons are fantastic. So walking her down is really hard. And what he ends up getting beat up by is that forward 2. It's a high, but he ends up blocking it a lot. And when you try to start ducking it, he ends up just leading with a run up back 2, which is a mid. So if you're ducking, you'll get hit. And you got to chase down the gunshot the whole time. Is very tough. Chip, chop, enhance for the extra chip. 2 seconds on the clock. I like the down 2. The down 2 hit, he would have won. Highest damaging move he's got.
That was actually really smart. He just went for the raw down 2 because that was the only thing that could have dealt enough damage.
Yeah, see, down back 1 from Cassie goes under those straight shots from Baraka. We talked about it in the Samij set. But the thing is that it's a high projectile, which means, you know, you can just go over. Yeah, you don't really want to use Nut Punch that much as Cassie, I don't think. The issue with Nut Punch is that it restands, but it doesn't really give you that many plus frames usually. So it's almost always better than Carter Gray for dropping the 200 bits. Thanks very much. It's almost always better to do the glow kick for the knockdown. 1-1-2. This is big. This corner damage hurts, even more than the mid-screen damage. It's really rough. So not surprising to see the breakaway. And the amplified glow kick out of the corner isn't that nice. Isn't that nice? Second hit, crushing blow, 240 extra damage on that. Isn't that nice to have? Amplified glow kick to get you out of the corner. Try to up forward on wake up. Chop chomp. No punish again. Amplified glow kick to keep it safe. Get a little bit of extra chip. Give yourself some space. That was a sick fake. No time. That was a sick fake. Look at this. Neutral short hop to make him think he's going to do the gunshots. Dash up throw. And then the back 2-4 on the chase. Really good from Gross. Gross does a great job of just like knowing when, like, okay, I should walk back. Surprise! And then just like pulls out his forward advancing move. And he does a good job mixing between forward 2, a high, and back 2, the mid. That you don't know when you should be safely ducking. You don't know when. Yeah, see, there's that forward 2. Early crushing blow. Take the damage. And this is a match where DJT has just got to walk him down. And when he gets in, he has to make a count. Flawless block, dash up, front throw. A lot of space has been given up by Gross already. But look at that, out of the corner. And you just back up. This is Cassie's game plan. You throw the gunshots, you use the forward 2, you space them out. If you get cornered, you do a block string and a glow kick so that you can amplify it, get yourself out of the corner. It's how she plays. Very spacing heavy, very slow paced character. And Baraka doesn't have to be played in this as slow as DJT does, but he plays him slow because that's his play style, and because when he hits you, you just explode, you die.
recipe to success was. And just the walk down. He said, number one, the walk
No glow kick. I'm surprised. I thought he would go for the glow kick to get out of the corner, and I thought I'd thank Fallen Stars for dropping the Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. As he drops out of the combo with the breakaway, and what are you gonna do, right? He tried to spend the defensive meter to get out with the breakaway, try to up forward, hoping that DJT wouldn't meaty for real, but he did. That's something that happens quite a bit, I feel like, in this game, is that you think your opponent's gonna walk back on wake up or something to try to respect your up 3 or whatever it is, and you just go to the jump on wake up, hoping that you just get over whatever they try, or that they're gonna delay their meeting.
How many forward fours has he not committed anything?
We've seen a lot of DJT walk up 1-1 into nothing, or walk up 1-1 jump kick. Good challenge with 1-1-1.
Oh my goodness, the buttons.
Well, the whole idea with the raw forward four
And you just walk. You just gotta walk and block. That second hit is a mid on the forward 2. The first hit's a high, so you can try to duck it, but it's tough. And whip punishing that move is hard. You have to be super on point, especially interrupting is really hard. Dash up back 2 that time, amplify glow kick to keep it safe, and he just hits a button after because he knows you want to chase. You know? He's like, okay, well, I just assume you want to come after me and chase me because I'm running away. It makes sense. Super well played from Gross.
Especially from that range.
How plus is Cassie's nut punch? I think it's like +2 or something, +3.
It depends how much you think highs are dangerous, right? Because he's got the forward 2, that could work, but again, it's a really
Forward 2, 1 +3. And there's the jump in. One of the few times we've seen it. A lot of Gross's game plan is between that back throw or the forward 4 stagger.
Yeah, definitely as far as speed. I mean, if he wants another option, maybe if he just walks back and maybe tries to sweep.
Yeah, it's just like MKX where if you hit it higher, you can make the nut punch more plus. Jumps out of the corner and he's gone. He's just gone for his life. Backdash, backdash, backdash. And then he goes for forward 2. There's a whip punish. He's got breakaway available though. I think maybe you shouldn't have spent breakaway there. Well, actually, I guess it's okay. I was going to say you should save it for gutted because that wasn't going to be gutted, but you might build another one by the end of the match, so why not? Back throw. Oh, that was a scary whiff. That's a punish. Breakaway? Oh, finish the string. Stagger that time. Back throw. And you just gotta walk and block at this point. Enhance the extra gunshot at the end. That's hard to remember and also react to. Even if you know it's there, I think you just have to guess that she's gonna do it because it's super fast, dude. Yeah, back 1 is risky for Cassie to commit to. The back 1-3 string is unsafe. So you don't want to just throw it out there all willy-nilly like, okay, I'm just gonna commit.
Being down to the one thing I want to say is that we saw one whiff punish with that forward 4, whereas we saw about 4 hits with wild swings on forward 4s. He might have to start getting crazy here because you're right.
What tourney is this? This is the Summit of Time. It just happened thanks to Beyond the Summit. If you need information about this tournament, they're still actually restreaming the broadcast on Twitch, I believe. And if you watch my YouTube videos for it, some of them have gone up already. They have all the info for the tournament in the description. Forward 2, 1 +3 every day of your life. It's such a good string. Until your opponent starts ducking it, you got to go for it. Plus, it's really fast and far-reaching anyway. You might as well, right? It's like one of those strings you got to commit to, and then you set up the back 2 mind game, you set up the walk and block that they have to do. It's like all of it just ties in together, and it's very, very good.
The range that he's able to walk into Gross, so I mean, every single time that just reset, he gets in range of what could be a command throw.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Baraka has solid buttons of his own, but he has to be the initiator in this matchup, which just leads to Gross being able to play the game he wants to play. I love the short hop, by the way. I think that that's a really useful way to set up that air gunshot without having to Tiger Knee it or anything, or instant air. And then you can just walk back and then start short hopping and then faking it so that they don't. Yeah, exactly like that. So that they're not ready for it. Nice. Back 2-4 check. He could have done back 3 anti-air, but he didn't even try it. Didn't even risk it. It might have lost to a jump kick, maybe. Cassie is, if you want to play a slow and steady match, she is the character for you. She is very, very good at playing this playstyle, as you can see. That's the reason I like her. I think she's a very spacing heavy and footsie heavy character, and I really enjoy playing her for the same reason that we see Gross playing her. 4-4-4, the surprise, the second boot. In the last game, Cassie was a very mix-up heavy character, very offensive. In this game, not quite the same, although she has good staggers. Man, oh man, oh man. Forward 4 all day long. And if you're DJT, you got to make something happen. She is just grinding out the clock. We haven't seen that much high gun shot, actually. One of the first times he's done it. The back forward one from this character, from Cassie. It's a high gun shot. Got him. Defensive meter available. Not going to spend it.
He's actually going to save his defensive bar. He could have easily broken out, looked for a combo, looked for a throw here.
Better than Jade at spacing in some ways.
Let's see if it pays
Yeah.
off.
He's just playing really reserved, right? Just absolutely holding on.
Damn it, apparently they're tearing down a tree in my neighborhood. Alright, that's scary. Let me go handle that in a second. This is about to be a 3-0, so I will move my vehicle after this.
He walked back, he got one of those amplified up kicks, and that's all he needs to have the real estate he's looking for.
Yeah, it's pretty much a free way to get out of the corner, and I really think that we need to see.
You don't end combos in the nut punch or the low blow because it's just not as advantageous as it used to be, and taking the knockdown on the glow kick is more damage and leaves you with good positioning, especially if you want to play slow. The breakaway, back throw. You know, there is one thing about Gross that I've seen every time is every time there's a breakaway, he does walk up back throw or dash up back throw. And it's like a really good way to just reset that situation. Yeah, the tree's gonna hard knock down on my car.
Eliminated from the tournament. That's a costly mistake
Yep,
to make.
enhanced bullet at the end. Forward 4-4. This is it. You got to get in now or it's over. Yeah, I mean that's it. What are you gonna do at this point? Finishes the string, even though it's a high. He does so many glow. Oh, that's a punish. All in. Nice work. Fourth place for DJT. An impressive performance. But, you know, just the way that match has to be played, I think is great for Cassie. Here's the bracket, by the way, in case you guys missed it. If you didn't miss what I said earlier, I got to go move my car so it doesn't get crushed by a giant tree. So instead, you guys are going to be crushed by 2 minutes of ads. I will be right back. Hold up. Let me make sure my car doesn't explode.